Hello, my name is Immortal Tomato. I'm a professional challenge runner, and this is another playthrough of Resident Evil 9. So I'm going to explain something about this run. I haven't done a commentary version of this run yet, so I'm going to outline this in the commentary version I'm doing right now. So basically, what it is this run is a completionist run. So we're doing all 50, I believe it's 50 trophies in game on PlayStation. So let me take a look at it real quick. So yeah, it's a total of 50. Um, where you obtain all of the uh, all of the trophies within the game to get the PlayStation Platinum. And that being said, of course, is we're doing it completely deathless. The first 5 parts I just did, which were a total of 5 no death runs, the first 3 were without infinite ammo. And so to make this run work, I basically had to play through 3 times without infinite ammo and do it deathless back to back. The rules of the run are pretty simple. Basically, we want to get the platinum trophy without dying, and that means that every run we do, we have to do it deathless, or else we have to start from the beginning. So I'm gonna go through the commentary of playing Requiem, um, which I really do enjoy. This game It's one of my favorite games. I'm actually quite glad I decided to buy it. I wasn't really the biggest fan of Village personally, but I am a fan of this game. I really do like it. It's probably the best Resident Evil game I've played since 4, and 4 being my favorite. And when I say 4, I mean GameCube 4, like back in the day. I started playing Resident Evil back on PlayStation on the first Resident Evil game. Um, there are a few I didn't play though. I'm pretty sure I never played 5 or 6. I kind of fell off after 4, but I picked it up again around 7 and 8. So yeah, I do like Resident Evil games quite a bit. I played a lot of them. I played them for a long time. So we're gonna run through classic now. We have a couple of trophies to go over still. I'm gonna look at them before we go into the game real quick because challenges incomplete. So we need Resolute Agent, which is classic difficulty standard. The old-fashioned way means we need to use an ink ribbon, essentially. Then we got Model Mania and Curator. When these are all like they're kind of just collectible ones. More than likely, we won't be able to get it till after Remarkable Agent, and that's fine. But yeah, so we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to get. So we're gonna go over and play. And yes, I'm using infinite ammo on classic and all that, but I kind of earned the right for the first 3 runs to do that. So let's go ahead and start. So this game is pretty interesting in the sense of it being a mixture of the modern and the classic. Um, it's got a lot of the vibe of the original type of Resident Evil games, but it also has kind of the modern vibe they were going for. In like what's it called, 7 and all that. Like you kind of have like the hint of the original from like the 1 through 3. And then you get like 4, a little bit of 4 in there with Leon Kennedy, and then you end up getting like some of the 7, a little bit of Ethan Winters in there. You know what I mean? Like some pretty good stuff. It's a good mix. The story is really interesting because it mixes well with the original lore from Resident Evil, and they kind of bring it back to that original lore, which I quite enjoy. I like Grace. She's an interesting new character. I like that she's on her hero's journey. She wasn't written as a Mary Sue, basically. And you can tell that she has promise. You know, she's an FBI agent. She's just a basic type rookie individual, almost like Leon was. So I'm kind of interested to see where she goes. But first, we have to go to the hotel that Mom was murdered at. And I mean, there's a lot to grab. So I'm going to talk about the achievements in the game. Um, there is a lot of documents, like a lot of documents, and I can't remember the exact number, but there are 3 in this building, or 4, I think, that you have to grab. That we grabbed on one of the runs that I was doing, and I missed one. So I did a whole run where I went over exactly where all the documents were, but I legitimately missed one in the care center, which kind of cost me a little bit. It was a pain in the butt because then I had to go back and I had to do another deathless without infinite ammo. So it was kind of a bad experience, but so yeah, this part is pretty self-explanatory. It the thing that's really tedious about running this specific type of death run is the parts that drag. And the parts that drag in this game are the intro right here and the orphanage. The orphanage is brutal. Um and it's not difficult per se. It's just really, really repetitive. Like you don't want to be doing that all the time, especially at the beginning of the game right here. Like I love the story of this game, but after playing it as many times as I have in the last month, I pretty much don't want to do the intro to this game ever again. Um, that's not to say I won't be playing it more. I want to kind of do melee only runs and stuff, and like some other stuff, maybe some no damage segmented stuff or whatever. But yeah, I don't know about playing through the beginning of the game and through Orphanage. And it's kind of crazy because in the speedruns they've omitted both, which I can see why, because it is tedious. It is very tedious. Some more of the achievements that we had to go through in this game was the Speed Demon Trophy, which is beating the game in under 4 hours, which isn't too bad once you start to get the path down. You can kind of figure what to skip, what not to skip, how to get the most effective situation, like most ammo and survivability based on timing. So on this run, we're going to have to save with an ink ribbon. It doesn't mean that we're not trying to splice or anything because we haven't spliced. My PlayStation does overheat now. It's only a recent problem, and through some of the playthroughs, my PlayStation is overheated, which is kind of irritating. So it might happen again, and hopefully it doesn't, which means I need a new PlayStation. But yeah, so Speed Demon, and then there was Never Touch the Stuff, which is a no healing run basically, which I think I did the first Deathless run on this run with that achievement. And we got a lot of achievements the first playthrough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the timeline and just like itemize all of them basically. And in the second one, I believe we did the no blood, yeah. The no blood collector, which is basically you can't touch the blood collector at all, basically. And I didn't know this, but basically you can craft it in any other way. So, like, if you wanted to mix the herbs, you can do that. If you wanted to craft Leon, you could do that. And originally, when I ran that the first time I ran it, which wasn't on the save file, I did it without crafting at all, which is kind of nuts, honestly. Kind of regret that now that I know the truth behind it. Um, then you've got these weird off ones where it's like throw a weapon that you've taken from a zombie at another zombie. You know what I mean? Then you've got like kill 3 zombies with Requiem in a row, basically. Dude, why is he shooting me every time now? I don't even know what I'm doing wrong there. This might hang over. Usually it doesn't because they'll heal you. But I know I remember in Insanity when I got shot, I was still like caution when I went into the care center. So be aware of that if you're running Insanity mode, which we'll talk a little bit about Insanity mode and the differences in Insanity mode. It's quite intense actually. And it is brutal. Like I already did a deathless in Insanity mode, and it took me like 2 weeks to learn it, man. It took forever to figure it out. But eventually I got it. So yeah, you get those the weird offshoot ones like that, like have a zombie kill another zombie. Kill the zombies that are like the chef zombie, and then chunk and like stuff like that. You get random like achievements like that. But the harder achievements, of course, insanity, no healing, and no blood collector. No blood collector is pretty rough too. Like as a beginner type um, run, it's pretty rough.
Me?
So I'm always gonna go over here, and I'm probably always gonna end up getting the same weapon. It's one of two weapons. Either I'll get the tack, or I'll get my favorite weapon in the game, which is the marksman. The marksman is one of the best weapons you could possibly use. It has a lot of firepower, and it's very precise. And I'm gonna use aim assist here. I don't necessarily need to use aim assist because I've played through on Insanity quite a bit already. Um, I'm just using it to help timetables, like literally, because it just saves time not having to aim. But if you feel more comfortable using it, there's nothing wrong with that either. Like it's there for a reason. You just be aware you cannot use it on insanity mode. It doesn't exist on insanity mode. You can't have any kind of assistance whatsoever on insanity. Basically, you're just kind of stuck with manual aim, which if you're not good at manual aim, it's pretty rough. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, this is the RPG we just unlocked last playthrough. I mean, Infinite RPG. Before that, we had RPG, just not Infinite. And I'll talk a little bit about here. So like this weapon right here, the police shotgun is really powerful, but it doesn't have great DPS. Um, so it kind of lacks in a sense of DPS, but it is powerful. Like it will have you survive. You will definitely survive with this. And once you do all the raccoons, oh, that's another tedious run, by the way. All raccoons and all, yeah, plus the all documents. The raccoons, there's like 25 of them, and they're all over the place, and they're in weird spots and all that. But what that does is I don't think you get a cash prize for it. You'll end up getting advanced upgrades for Leon, which is helpful because then you get like a third power tier and all this stuff. It's pretty cool, actually, once you get that. But yeah, this weapon is super powerful. But it doesn't have the DPS of the tack. And the tack is definitely the best shotgun in the game. It is amazing. It is absolutely good. You can kill bosses with it no problem. It's nonstop. It's a good weapon. It's very good. The gal isn't bad either. Like if you're looking for an alternative from a shotgun that you want to fight a boss with, the gal is quite good. It has a high rate of fire. The DPS is amazing. The power is kind of like not that great, but it definitely smothers and covers. It's one of the better choices if you don't want to use a shotgun. And if we're talking about pistols, honestly, I've never really unlocked any of the pistols yet. Which I probably might soon do a run with pistols only or something. But the alligator snapper is crappy. It is not good. It is trash. It is the worst handgun I think I've used in any of the Resident Evil games in the modern era. Like it is crap. It is pure trash. Even with like full upgrades and stuff, it is not good. It is just not good. It just never will be. The silencer I've used, it's better. It's got more power even. Look at the stability level and look at the power. And this is a silenced pistol, by the way. And it's got a max at 20. This is max 18. And the reload speed's even better at base. You see what I'm saying here? Like, the reload speed on this is faster, and the rate of fire is faster with good DPS, but this is still a better weapon with the power scaling. Like, it is just better. So we're going to use that. Use the rifle. This area, you don't have to do it slow because, I mean, you can get through as quickly as you want, honestly. But I'm going to kill all the zombies. The reason why I kill all the zombies... Hold on, let me turn on auto aim real quick. The reason why I kill all the zombies is so that I have enough XP so that I can upgrade my Requiem. And the reason why I want to upgrade the Requiem is because I'm giving it to Claire. When I give it to Claire, I want it to be as powerful as possible because I want her to be able to stop the zombies. And that's kind of just what I want. I want her to be able to stop the zombies. as fast as possible. That with the least amount of effort. The thing about auto aim too is if you snap to the top, it will always hit the head. Like it starts at the knee usually, and then if you snap to the top, it goes to the head. See right here, knee, head. See, same head. I got lucky with the head. You want to wait for the cursor to like finish. Yeah, so we're going to kill as many as we got. We don't got a timeline. We don't need to be done within like 3 hours or whatever. Last run was sub 3 hours, which I could probably push it to 2:30. If I really worked on a run in this game, I could totally pull it, but I'm not planning on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck. Let's make this quick.
Gotta make sure, because there was a dude that showed up behind me last time. Let's make sure that's the last one. No, there's one more right here. It's kind of the strategy. Excuse me, I'm kind of getting over a cold or something. How did you survive that? Oh, her arm got messed up, basically. But so we try to get as many souls as possible. I call them souls because I'm a professional Soulsborne player, basically. But we want as many as possible. And then we end up in the care center. The care center is like... Care center is the most... So the intro, like I said, the intro leading up all the way into the care center is what I'm talking about with repetitive. Like, right here is where the repetitiveness starts to end. And it's only after the girl. The girl is interesting the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 times that you meet her. And you're like, wow, this is pretty scary. And then after a while, it just gets really irritating. Like, you get really tired of it. You get really tired of being in this area right here at the beginning of the game. But after this part, when you get into Leon's area, then you start to... When you get into Leon's next scene, excuse me, it gets a little easier to deal with over a period of time. But if you get tired of being in the spot and like you know that you're going to be running a lot of runs on a specific mode, I'd say make a save file here after, so you don't have to deal with any of it basically. So we're going to grab this. I'm going to make a save file so I can get that that achievement real quick. And like I said, I'm not quitting out or anything. I'm just using it to get the achievement. That's pretty much it. There you go, the old-fashioned way. That's one of the last ones that we have to deal with. So the girl is pretty specific. I mean, there's ways to do speedrun strats here. Like, you can just walk past her once her feet hit a certain angle in the doorway. And then you can just, you know, go inside there and wait for her to knock the cart towards you and then climb it. But it's, like, super dangerous on a deathless run. You don't want to be doing that. So what I do is I just bait her back. I keep it as simple as possible. I wait to aggro here, get out of the cutscene, then run towards the light. And I'm going to have her get burned so that she runs away. Okay. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can do it the way I told you just right now. You can basically wait for her to knock the cart, and then she's going to come and try to hit you. But as long as you go like in an L pattern, you can get past her. Okay. And just run. You just run for the door, basically, and it's super quick. It's not problematic. Anybody can pull it. But the way I do it is I do it the old-fashioned way. Come in here, you know, pull the cart along, stand on top of it, grab the thing, you know. She's not gonna go any faster. That's the thing about it. Like, she's not gonna go any faster because she hears this stuff. This is all just cinematic, basically, just to make you scared. Like, this stuff is going to fall over anyways. It doesn't matter how slow you try to go. just gonna fall over, okay? So don't like worry about making it, you know, soft and not scary and all that, because it doesn't really matter. Grab the screwdriver. Automatically, I'm gonna kneel. I'm gonna turn back on the lighter. She's not gonna see the lighter. She doesn't see the lighter. In the first playthrough, they always tell you, snuff the lighter, you know, but she doesn't see you. And there's two things I want to do here. So I want to keep my body here so she doesn't see me automatically. Supposedly, if you're right there, she won't see you, but I've had an instance where she did see me under there. So I'm going to keep it, wait for her to pass, and I'm slowly going to coast along with her like this and go past her, right? And then I'm going to have her pop that door open. And then what'll happen is if I run back this way, she'll go the other way again. And I want her to do that because if she does that, then I can bait her into the room, okay? So I don't need her to see me there. And as I said before, my PlayStation overheated. So yeah, it did overheat. And I'm trying to get it turned on right now. So if you're wondering why there's a blank screen, man, like I don't hold on one second. I'm trying to fix it. We'll put it on pause until then. Okay. You're gonna see what happens when I turn it back on right now. So yeah, I was running to the doorway and it just blinked out. This happened in one of the runs already, basically. It's happened in a couple. It happened in the last what is it? The last Insanity run I did. And then it happened on one of the challenge runs, and I can't remember what, but it keeps doing this thing, and I might actually have to buy another PlayStation, which I'm not looking forward to. But so we'll just pick up. I'm kind of glad I did a save file because we still got the achievement, but so I'm gonna start the timer again. Let's do it some more. All right, so yeah, it's been so I've had this PlayStation literally since the beginning of PlayStation 5. Basically what it is that this PlayStation was one of the first of its kind. So like I got it super early and I've had it for a long time. I haven't had much issues with it until recently. And that being said, of course, it's gonna happen when it's older like this, and I've played it into the ground. I've used this system quite a bit, so it's not really the system's fault. It's my fault for using it so often, basically. So we can either start from this. Which one is the save file? I don't even know. I guess it doesn't matter. What's 915, 914? So I guess it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So like I was saying, there's different ways to do this part. You can use the speedrun strat, which is pretty popular. You got to be careful because the speedrun strat can get you killed. You don't want to do that if you're trying to do deathless stuff. But I kind of just like to bait her along. That's kind of what I like to do. I like to bait her along and then have her move with me. And if you take her, like, the side door, when she hits the side door, she will come back through that side door. She won't come through this main door right here. So I end up leading her back because there's another way. There's a speedrun strat where you stand in that room after she moves over, like when her leg crosses a certain pattern. And then what happens is that you can actually just go past her. Like you can actually just go past her if you want to. But it's too dangerous and too risky. So I tend to not do that. What I do is I bait her out of the side door and I try to get her to go around. And I'm going to grab this healing item here just in case she does grab me, because if she does grab me, I think she can two-shot me on Classic. I'm pretty sure she can two-shot me on Classic. Don't worry about making noise here. You're meant to. No matter how slow you have this cart, this is all cinematic. This isn't meant to be like... You know, it's not dependent on how fast you move, essentially. You're always going to make that kind of noise. You just got to hurry up once you hit that point right there and get up here as fast as possible. And grab the screwdriver. And you go down here like this, right? And you're going to hide, of course. But the thing that I find interesting is that she doesn't care if the light's on, even though like the first playthrough will tell you to snuff out the light for whatever reason. You know? I don't really think it matters, honestly. And then you just cross behind her, basically, at that point. The doors can get you stuck, so be careful with the doors. When she spawns in here, you want to run back. She won't follow you back in. She'll go the other way. She always does, every single time. See, she always shows up here. She can grab you easily right here. Make sure you hit this door first. You want her to come with you this way. You want her to come this way. Takes her a little while to get in. And you also don't want to fall too much here. You want to get past the midsection. Because if you don't get past the midsection here, she spawns in right in the middle of the hallway. Which is a giant time loss. And it's also it just prolongs the experience. And you don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Get the fuse. Get ready for the second part. Alright. She's going to show up. We're just going to run for the fuse box. Pretty basic stuff. You've seen my other runs and you know what I'm doing here. Put the fuse in there, then we do Sexy Leon's part. Sexy Leon's coming up. And so this is where we're going to try to like transition or whatever the weapon to her. So we've earned about 16,000, I think, or something like that. 15,000. Since we're on Classic, we want to give her as much damage and control as possible. So we're definitely going to get the Wesker Shades. And I want to upgrade this for control. And then I think I want to do... Yeah, she needs power too, so I'll give her some of that. And then when we come in here, we're going to mostly use the rifle. Like you can use the Requiem. It's very, very strong, you know, like, but the rifle it's just faster. You know, you're just killing things with a rifle. It's smooth. The shots are really like lined up. You don't have to worry about a lot of stuff, you know, so. I usually run back. You can parry this guy. I've done it a bunch. Not hard. It's just kind of a waste of time. It does make the game more cinematic, though. There's a total, I think, of 5 people that spawn in here. Yeah, the 5th dude's over here in the corner. And there might be 5 more people back there in that room. Usually I don't get hit here, but this time I did. It's fine. Just do it. There's a way to do it. I've done it before. Basically, you just like mow everybody down in one shot. It's easier when you don't have the auto aim on it, honestly, because then you can kind of free look where you're going to just hit everybody all at once. Or since we have the audio aim on, though, it's like it's not going to aim in a way that will allow us to kill multiple enemies at once. So, like, if I was going to turn it off at one point, they probably should have right there, right before that sequence. But it's all good. I mean, it's not a hard run. It's very simple. At this point, we've done so many already.
That bastard did it again. No things on your end.
I just hacked into the center's network.
Good. Good. Can you find me the floor plan?
Well, yeah. So they're having this long conversation over the course of the game about
Keep me posted.
Gideon and all this stuff and how he ties into Racoon City. The lore's pretty good in this game. Most of all, when it comes to using infinite ammo to run this, all you gotta know is where everything is. That's pretty much it. You just gotta know where everything is. That's it. Pretty simple. Don't forget things, because I forget things all the time. But we have enough power to basically kill anything in the game already at this point. It's not hard. It's very easy. Just put some stuff away, basically. So, we don't need the bottles. We don't need the healing item. But we want the Rugged Rookie. And we definitely want I Spy, because that'll save your butt later. In case you get grabbed or whatever happens. I don't know how bad it is, though, on Classic. It might be bad, it might not be bad. But we're going to have a ton of healing items by the end of the game anyways. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, the first dude we're gonna do is the first thing we're gonna do is take out the chef, so he's not a problem. Hopefully, that semblance of control did help. Like we did, like add something by changing the stock of the gun. Like I'm not sure if we did, but hopefully we did. You know. And the thing I forgot to mention right there is that first animation, her hand hurts. So she takes extra time to get ready to shoot again in the next round. I should have shot in the hallway. Still 2 shots. On Classic, it's 2 shots. On Insanity mode, though, man, it's 5. It'll take 5 shots to kill that guy. It's really brutal. Like 5 shots to kill him. You could still one tap zombies though, no problem, man. But it's those like bigger like type enemies, dude. It takes a lot of shots. You can't even stagger the girl with like 4 shots on Insanity mode, unless it's in the boss fight. That's weird because basically what happens is in the underground segment of the game, you can't stagger her at all with the Requiem, but in the boss fight itself, you can. I don't know why that is. I don't know why they made it that way, but it's like that. Basically. So there's 4 enemies you can shoot here. Once he's shot, he's done. He doesn't come back, so don't worry about it. You don't need to go in there right away. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but there's really no point. There's a dude on the staircase up here. And we're going to go get the first, what is it called? Quartz? Yeah, the first quartz and the red jewel, basically, is what we're doing here. We're going to go through this area. We want the upgrades, the health upgrades and stuff for all the runs. So we're going to get all the coins we can. And I missed a coin already, which we'll grab right now. So this lady on Insanity, I think she drops 2. So we're going to go to the first safe. It's always the same, unless you're on Insanity. It's 10, right, 80 left, and then 30, right. And there's always 3 coins in here. Pretty simple. And we're going to go to the room that's in the darkness. You don't need to kill the guy that's eating the lady in that room. I do it just because when Leon shows up, he's still there. So I just kind of get rid of them. There's really no point in having them there. So I'm going to do this puzzle real quick, which is moon, sun. So it's moon, sun, star. And even in Insanity, it's the same. Like, it doesn't change. It's moon, sun, star, moon. Simple. Then we get the unicorn box, which is in a different place in Insanity. It's in the room with the zombie, usually. And you just tap the back. Pull it out. There you go. And there's a lady waiting down the hallway right here. She's always in this hallway. She doesn't come back either. Not usually, even if you don't shoot her in the head. But if you want to make sure that nobody comes back, you just got to make sure their head explodes. We're going to put the quartz in now, so we don't have to have it on us. Pretty simple. And I'm going to grab a 6th coin real quick from the save room. It's one of the things I forget sometimes, the coin. And of course, the coins are all different. They're all laid out differently on Insanity as well. That's another thing that's pretty strange. But Insanity is just a whole different beast, man. I love Insanity. It's fun. It's very problematic for a lot of reasons. Speed runs and no death runs and no hit runs, basically. This dude's gonna come back to life when I get something done. So I'm gonna kill him now, so he's not a problem. There's a coin here and a couple, I think another coin over here. You can make that roulette drop a coin, but I don't really know how to do that. I've never really done it. So we're going to grab this first. Insert 3. Get the extra storage space. So we might end up getting Speed Demon. So basically, we can kind of use this as a guide for how to get Speed Demon if you've never gotten it before. I'm going to go for this first, the stabilizer, because I prefer shooting over health. That's just how it goes, man. Like, on Insanity, though, I will grab 2 of the steroids, and that's because you can only survive an attack from the girl with 2 steroids in your system, so keep that in mind if you're running Insanity. It's like a fail-safe, just in case you do get grabbed. Oh, we didn't grab the damn card. See, this is what I was talking about. I keep forgetting to grab the cards. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going for the first card. No, it's back here. It's on an arm. It's in a hand somewhere in the room with the jewel. See, I've done this every run so far in the last 3 runs, and it's because I've been running this game too much, honestly.
Oh, sorry about this.
And then we'll go to the other side. We're going to get the blood collector. And we're going to pop 2 doctors. I'm going to increase my stability now while that loads open. You don't need anything in this room. I mean, if you want to grab the herb, go for it, but there's really nothing of use. After you have infinite ammo, basically, there's no point. I'm going to pop him in the head. Hopefully it blows it off, which it didn't, which means he'll be coming back. This guy, you got to shoot and kill. If you have enough injectors, just pop them, dude. Pop both of them. You know what I mean? Don't even waste your time. So we're going to do another save, which is 30, right? 10 left. 50, right? And these just have coins in them. That's pretty much the only reason why we open these. An extra 3 coins doesn't hurt. You're going to have more coins than you know what to do with. Unless there's a secret area I don't know about that's coins. There's a dude messing with a switch right here. Waste him. Trying to aim for the head. So blood collector's right here. I grab the first blood sample here, which will allow you to make injectors. We need 3 injectors for the underground. And it's just the center one here. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Pretty easy. solution. You want to turn your flashlight, you're more than welcome. These other two dudes right here, man, they're like... I should have grabbed some of the blood. Yeah, get some blood, man. Let's make an injector real quick. I need exactly 3. I don't need more than 3, basically. The reason why I need 3 is because there's 2 dudes that come back to life in the underground. And you want to make sure those guys are dead, because they make your life a living hell somewhat on that run, and you don't want to deal with that. So we're just going to do... Yeah, we'll just do 3 of those first. And we're going to go after the other steroids as well, but... So these guys down here, there's a group of doctors. There's a surgeon and there's a doctor, and they both come back to life unless you blow their head off. So we want to make sure his head's blown off. And then the other one's head is blown off too. Because if we don't do that, they come back to life. We're going to go in here and kill these people real quick. The blood bag zombies in here. You need exactly, I think it's 140 or 130 for the injector to have more blood capacity, and we need that for the steroids. So I'm gonna go grab. No, I don't need it yet. I don't think, because we're not getting it yet. Just need as much blood as possible, basically. There's another coin right here. Don't forget this coin. I always forget this coin. All right. So now we're going to get more blood. These guys are not going to come back to life. If you don't blow their heads off, what's going to happen is when you're running back through, I think during the portion after you've unlocked the isolation wing, and you're trying to run back after reading the braille, one of them is going to grab you by the leg. And then when you're running through with the little girl, the other one's going to come back to life as a blister head, and you don't want this. We're going to come in, and we're going to go this way, and I'm going to grab this, and we're going to encounter Chunk for the first time. I'm going to waste him with the Requiem, so he's out of the way. But I'll wait here, because when he's like doing that thing in that corner, for some reason it doesn't count. He's got like iframes or something. Like he actually survives more shots for some reason. So I wait for him to stand right here.
What the fuck?
Because then he actually gets hit and dies. He won't do any damage to you if you stand right next to him. I kind of feel like that animation could have been better. There's more coins right there. Then we're going to go in here with the opera zombie. There's another coin right here. I usually kind of hunker away in this corner because I don't want to run in there, basically. If you have infinite ammo, you don't need to pick any of this crap up. Like, you literally don't. You just want the coins. Plus the bloodlust, what's it called? Achievement, you need to collect, I think, 5,000 samples or something like that, which we just finished last run. So we got the corrosive, because we're going to do a puzzle now. Again, another puzzle. And like I said, none of these puzzles change. None of them do. They're always the same, no matter what mode you're on.
What the fuck does he mean, destiny?
So we're going to pop this up like that. And we're going to do this one, which is star, sun, moon. So it's star, sun, moon, sun. Which is the sun quartz. And I'm going to... I don't know if I should just get rid of this. We're going to get a steroid anyway, so maybe I shouldn't get rid of it. We're going to go back to the blood lab now. There are 3 different... Like, you don't need to do any of this. You can avoid all of it if you want. It really just depends on what you're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna discard this. I don't need it. Oh, we can't even do it yet. That's what I was thinking. Okay. So you need like 120. That's what you need. You need 120 capacity of blood. So we're going to run back to the other room again. And then come back again. We shouldn't do that. This is not how I usually path this. Usually I do it all in one go. And you want to be able to do that to get it over with. Versus what I'm doing now, which is running back to a room. So I would say ideally what you want to do is instead of getting the steroid first, just opt for the blood enhancer thing. It makes more sense to do that. We have enough coins to get everything out though. So like I said, you're gonna have too many coins. You don't need this many coins. And once you're done using the coins, just throw them away. You don't need them at all after this. Like, it's literally done. Use that. Don't forget the manual. That's how we came here in the first place. You never have to go back in that room. Literally. It's over with. So we're going to get an extra one. We're going to get an extra 20 in blood or whatever we got. So I'll just use the blood bag. 50, which is fine. We're going to grab this. So this blood sample has the healing items on it. You don't need anything else in this room if you have infinite ammo. We go back to the blood lab, which is this way. We use this one real quick. And then the first one we're going to pop is here. Because then it makes these two, and then we're going to go to this center right here. That'll give you med injectors right there. Then we're going to use the key bracelet again. Open it here. Grab this. This right here. And we're going to go and go back to the analyzer. Do the next puzzle. Then the first one we're going to hit is the center. Then we're going to hit the left side. And then we're going to hit the bottom here. And then we're going to go here and it should unlock it. And then we get the empty cartridge over here, which is in the corner. And then we're going to make a steroid. I'll use a stabilizer. If you feel more comfortable with the steroid, use the steroid. And I'm going to grab the blood bag and then I'm going to get rid of it right away. And then we're ready for the organs. That's the next spot we're going to. So it's faster just to go this way through the main doorway than to go the other way, which is all the way around. I'll grab some more blood in case I want healing items, because we do need one more med injector. Not med injector, one of the injectors that kill zombies. I can't remember what it's called right now. What is it called? Yeah, hemolytic injector is what it's called. You're probably not going to find any scrap in here. More than likely, it's just ammo. If you do kill those guys, I'll do a run where I don't use infinite ammo as well. That might help. But basically, we're going to go get the organs now. So the way to do this is you're going to go like you're going towards the kitchen. There's going to be a guy standing in the doorway. Try to shoot him in the head if you can. Make his head explode, because then he won't come back to life. He might come back to life, actually. He does come back to life. He's one of the blister heads. Just be aware of that. We're going to get this right here. This wrench. I'm going to get... It's over here. Yeah, the scrap. I'm going to make another hemolytic. And that's all 3, and I don't need to carry them on me right now. I'm going to put them away. And we're going to go towards the construction site. Alright, so we get the transport box, the organ transport box. So it's always hand first. And then you want to bring this up to the center line. Like this. And then it's 5. And then it's 2. And then you hit auto. And it always pops open. Doesn't matter which mode you're playing on. It'll always pop open. Alright, and then there's a dude that comes through here. You gotta shoot the guy. On Insanity, it's different. Once you do that on Classic or on Standard Modern, then basically he dies. On Insanity, you gotta shoot him like 3 times, and then you gotta shoot the engine, which is a big pain in the ass, honestly. Yeah, it ends up being a gigantic pain in the ass. It's pretty cool though. I mean that it changes that way, man. But there he is. Here, do you hear him changing? Yeah. See, that's what I was talking about. Comes back to life.
What was that?
Hmm. So we're going to come in here. We're going to go straight into the files room. There's going to be 2 dudes. Right there. I'm going to use this. And then there's another steroid right here. And I think I'm going to use it as a... Yeah, let's make an actual steroid. Because with the girl... On Classic, she might be able to one-tap me, now that I think about it. There's another dude that's going to come to life down here. I'm going to start collecting med injectors too, because...
I guess.
Because you don't know when you might need to heal. And usually by the end of a run, dude, I have like 9 med injectors just chilling. Oh no, he gone. He's not coming back. This guy sometimes comes back though. Like I've seen him even on casual. He'll come back. I don't know why he doesn't sometimes. But so we're at this door right here. Turn the wheel. Pretty basic. And then it falls off. You use the that pathing I used is the most efficient way. Did you see the way I went? The way I went around like that? It's the most efficient way to do it as opposed to backtracking, basically. But yeah, so you're gonna use the wrench here. That's why you picked it up. And then, of course, we get the heart. More blood. There's extra stuff there, too, if you want it. And then I think there's scrap over there as well. Sometimes there's a dude wandering down this corridor right here, but right now there isn't, which is weird. This guy in there. Open this up. Grab the pack. So you have full capacity for this area. It's faster to climb through the window than it is to go through the door, as weird as it sounds. It really is faster. So we're coming into the segment we're going to finish this area, basically. So we need to go back where we came from. Use the heart and the lungs to get the next key. It's faster to go this way if you're going to do that right away, but one of the dudes is going to come back to life right now. It's just a crapshoot, man, honestly, which one comes back to life. And that's the one right there. This guy right here, I usually just shoot him as soon as he comes back to life. So lungs and heart is faster than heart and lungs. Lungs first, heart second. Shoot him in the stomach. Wait for him to come off. Pick up the key. Grab it.
Of course it gets up.
Pretty basic. Then we go to isolation. So in isolation, there's going to be a total of 4 dudes that show up. And then when you bring the little girl down, there'll be 4 more guys. After you kill 4 of them, what happens is that one of them turns into a blister head. After the blister head is dead, then you can basically move on, but you gotta wait for her to open the door for you, or like for it to say press X, essentially. You gotta look at this so you know what to do, and then this is Grace's most famous line in the game: Braille. Braille.
Can't tell which button's which. Braille.
See? Braille. So the 4 guys are gonna pop out here first. They're going to be walking right here on this side. Just take them out one by one. If they have no head, that's good because then they can't come back to life. This guy right here, though, he might come back to life. See that guy? When we're running through with the kid, he's probably going to turn into blister head. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. So now we go get the little girl. Okay. Gonna make another one of these. I want to have 3 by the end of this map. And that's where we're getting to the end of this map, essentially.
What do you want me to read?
There's some buttons.
Just to have them in case, because the reason why I do that is on insanity mode, when you get to where the refinement
push the
facility is with all the blood,
star.
I tend to get hit a lot. Like I'm not good at that area. That's like the worst segment for me. I don't like it. I don't know. They flail a lot. There's like a lot of zombies on the floor that want to bite you. Like I just don't. I'm not good at that area, honestly. It's just a straight shot, by the way. Once you grab her, like it's cleared out. Like you don't have to worry about anything. And even if the blister heads start to come back to life right here, see that, you hear them? They can't really do much once you hit X. It despawns them. It's pretty weird.
Here it is.
See? Now now they're despawned. First guy's gonna be in here. Second guy, we want to just take him out right here now, so we don't have to do it later. And then the third guy's gonna be in a suit right here. And then the fourth guy is on the floor right here. And then one of them's gonna turn into a blister head. More than likely it's that guy because he still has a head intact. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. That's gonna be him. Unless we killed them all. We just gotta wait for the X here. Yep, that's it. Segment done. Simple. Once we hit the hole, then
I thought that thing was dead.
we get back to Leon. Leon on infinite ammo mode, like after all the progression and stuff we've done, I'm just gonna use the rocket launcher on bosses. I don't care, basically.
Yeah.
It is broken and busted, and I don't care.
Victor kidnapped her.
You don't need to collect any of this, by the way. You can if you want, but you really don't need it unless you just want the healing items. I usually grab the healing items if I have infinite ammo. There's really no reason not to. And that's usually all she wrote for him. Like, you can pick up the grenade he drops. It comes in handy later. And on Insanity mode, there's another grenade usually right there, but on Standard Classic, there won't be. That's more ammunition. It's usually handgun ammunition. So this is the part I was talking about earlier, where the dude is just usually lingering around outside, but we blew his head off, so he's just laying there in a puddle of his own blood. You know, like there's really nothing fancy about it. We're going to cut left, and then we're going to cut left again right here. And then we're going to go straight up the stairs. There'll be a zombie with a explosive barrel. You can run past him or you can shoot him. It really doesn't matter. I think it's faster to run past him, though, honestly. I'm not going to, but it is faster. And you end up in a room with a bunch of blister heads right here. They look like they're dead. They're not really dead. I'm telling you right now. They're not. The first blister head is right here. So I just burned that guy like that. The next two are in this dining room area. First one's on the left. And then the second one's on the right here. And then you get this guy in the corner who ends up just being a zombie. See this guy right here? You want him gone too because he comes back to life once you trigger him. Then there's a dude in the corner over here. And then there's a dude right here next to this clock. And I've done this with a shotgun. You don't need to do it with a rocket launcher. You can do it with a shotgun. That's usually how I do it. Just because I have the infinite rocket launcher now, I will use it. And then there's one blister head that spawns outside here. It's the dude that you shot initially. Next to the other guy. But this guy just never dies. I don't know if he's impervious or what, basically. But one shot from the rocket launcher, usually he's dead. See? Now we just wait. And he gives you his famous line when you're ready to go, which is, "That's my cardio for this week." Good old Leon. Those little tchotchke sayings, man.
Well, that's my cardio for the week.
Yeah, and that's how you know it's time to go. This door is the one that's going to open. And then you end up down in the underground right here. All right, so the first guy I'm going to kill, you don't need to kill him. He doesn't really affect the game that much. He just gets scary towards the end because when the girl's starting to come out of the walls, then he kind of just comes back to life. So I kind of just waste him anyways. There's really no reason to kill him. Like, it's a waste of ammo. If you don't have the ammo, definitely don't do it. But then I'm going to put the bracelet away. And I'm going to get the hemolytic injectors out. And this is when we start, basically, categorizing everything. All right, so we got another herb. I'm going to make another herb. I'm going to keep doing this until I got a total of 6. So every area I go through, I make like 3. You're going to turn left here at the corridor. This guy turns into a blister head. So I'm going to use it on him. I'm going to grab some more blood while he's dying.
That's too effective.
These guys come back to life. This one right here comes back to life when you've progressed through getting the stuff, the fuses enough. I'm going to take his blood as well, just to have it. You don't need to do this. This is just something I'm doing, okay? This guy comes back to life as well. This guy turns into a blister head, so I'm just going to use this on him. And then don't shoot this guy. He comes in handy later. All right, so there are things that happen here in this mode that you can pull off that you can't pull off in Insanity. All right, number 1 is this. When you go down this way, the girl's going to pop up when you grab the first plug, okay? You shoot her with the Requiem, she falls back, okay? On Insanity mode, that will not happen. You will just have to bolt. You just have to run. So I'm going to run all the way down, turn left, go all the way to the beginning of where we came in, okay? This is the pathing I've chosen for this run, okay? Then you're going to turn another left, and you're going to see a light. If the girl comes near this light, it will hurt her, okay? I'm just letting you know that. And I'm going to go to the very end over here. Okay, this is the pathing I've chosen specific for this run. The reason why I said it twice is because there's a very unsafe way of doing it, speedrun style. This would always be the first choice right here, this part, right? But the problem you got to understand is since we're on Classic, we can stagger the girl. But if you're not on Classic and you are in Insanity mode, you're going to have to bait her. You're going to have to figure out a way to get her to move out of the way so that she doesn't kill you. She triggers upon grabbing specifically the tool, the wrench, okay? She's going to grab this body and start eating it. And what I do is I usually shoot her to stagger her like this, and then I walk past her, right? But if you are on Insanity mode, sometimes if you shoot the wall, she'll run towards the sound. And then you can kind of just bypass her. But don't waste your ammo on Insanity mode. It's not worth it. She's not unless you shoot her 4 times in succession, she won't stagger. It's a waste of time, I'm telling you right now. On insanity mode as well, she will still pop out over here, so it's better to get the bunkhouse right there. And then just bring her to the light so she burns herself. We're going straight for the furnace here in the back. Alright, this guy comes back to life. You can waste him if you want, if you're planning on coming back through here. He ends up becoming a blister head later. This other guy becomes a blister head, which is why I used a hemolytic thing on him. And I definitely don't want to deal with him later. Because we come back through here afterwards. You want that safe, go get the safe. But it's not... The thing is, you got to kind of cut cost if you're trying to do Speed Demon, honestly. So the way that you would be able to get Speed Demon... I got to talk about this a little bit. But we're going to go towards this way first. The way that you could technically get Speed Demon is if you did... I mean, if you technically get infinite ammo for Speed Demon is what I meant to say. Is to do a no heal run and a no blood use run back to back together, one or the other. And then do a bunch of micro challenges within that run itself. It doesn't need to be deathless or anything, but eventually you will earn enough to get infinite ammo. It won't be infinite like rocket launcher. You might not even get rocket launcher for a while, to be honest with you. But it'll help you with Speed Demon. Like, it does help a lot to have infinite ammo to get it done. If not, there were glitches. I don't know if they still exist, but they did exist at one point that give you infinite ammo in the game. I'm pretty sure they patched all that out, though. Then, of course, there's speedrun strats, and those are pretty useful if you're practicing them. But if you're just a Joe Schmo who works 40 hours a week, man, you know, and you ain't got time and you just want the achievements, I get it. You know what I mean? I don't have time to, like, learn speedruns. I understand. But yeah, pretty basic stuff, dude, honestly. Just move from one point to another, do it efficiently, do it in the right pattern. So the pattern, like I said, goes from the tail end where we were, that room. This is just a jump scare, by the way. I can't remember what the name of that room is real quick. Let me look at it. So the room we were at all the way at the end right here. Where is it at? Power distributor room. I think that's what it's called, yeah. Then you go to the furnace. Then you go to this room right here, which is the collection pool area. Which is quick. And now we're going to go towards the cells again. And this isn't the usual on a speedrun. You usually don't go this way. But there's a reason why we're going this way. Because this dude in the cell that we were talking about becomes useful later. He pops it open. And we have an empty injector in here, and that's why I do that. And now I'm going to use the empty injector. And I'm going to give myself more damage. So, stabilizer. You can give yourself more health if you want, man. But I'm going to go with damage all the time. Alright, so we came over here so we could pop that open. Then we're going to open this door right here at the end. Like I said, there's speedrun strats that are faster. You go back into the furnace. That's usually how that goes. But we're going to go through this little corridor here. We're going to use the tool here and it's going to disappear. Okay? And this is why I hemoed that guy in that room with the forklift thing. This is the room we're going to. Through the back end, though. The girl's gonna pop down. If you shoot her a couple times, even on insanity mode, she just jumps back up. Even with just the pistol, she'll jump back up. And so we'll use the plug, and then we'll use the key. And then this part's the most annoying part of the map. It's still cool though. I still like this area a lot actually. There's gonna be a guy that drops down right here. We're gonna collect the blood. I'm gonna reload too. We're full on the blood. There's also a green herb coming up. Let's see, we should have our... I think we almost have 3 already. I think we have 2 healing items here. They'll do the Spider-Man kiss if you're not careful. It's so annoying avoiding that. I'm going to turn it the other way. There's a faster way to do this too, by the way. Just by turning this automatically and just running with it. You kind of get stuck in like the bodies somehow and just kind of coast through it. And yeah, but I'm not going to show that. There's faster ways to do everything, honestly, but this is just a basic speed demon run type thing. See how I got stuck in the bodies? That happens.
Sneak on, Grace.
So we're going to use this. Okay. There's a plant here. We're going to make, I think, the last one. Yeah, for right now. I can make an extra, I guess, but I'm not going to. More blood. While that drains. If you guys haven't done the last puzzle, the final puzzle, it's an interesting little Easter egg thing, man. I'm gonna grab this Molotov. I'm gonna need it for the last area in the game. I'm not gonna grab the ammo. If you need the ammo, grab it, but if you have just a basic pistol, and I've done it with just a basic pistol, obviously, right? The thing to remember in this part of the game right here, right? In like most of the game, actually, is that you don't need to kill all the zombies. You just need to get past all the zombies. And in doing that, a lot of it's just stagger. Like, honestly, just stagger them. Shoot them in the head like twice if it makes them stagger. Or shoot them in the kneecap twice if it makes them stagger and run past them. Push them over. The way I did it with this run was like, I did the first pure run. I used a lot of stagger, you know. And then what I did was I got the infinite knife, second playthrough, and I used that more than my ammo. You know what I mean? And I just preserved my ammo the whole time while I was playing as Grace. The fatty's gonna get up, I think. Yeah, there he is. And then this guy's gonna get up. It's always a pair of 2 dudes. It's always a white dude and a black dude. You gotta remember that. But if you're doing the final puzzle, you're gonna have to not kill any of them. You need to remember that, because if you bring the Requiem down with you, you're kind of screwed. You're gonna have to load a save. And with that, you want that thing to stop moving completely before you approach it, because it will kill you. Even if it seems like it's over, basically.
Finally stopped. Thank God.
So we get the last plug here. Stunning is best, dude, honestly. Like, when you don't have infinite ammo. Like I said, I'll do a run, a deathless run, without infinite ammo. Another one. But it's all about the stagger. Like, just staggering, basically. I just grabbed the damn ribbon. I didn't mean to do that. I don't need it. I don't need it for anything. We're good. Like, literally just wanted to save once. Luckily I did, so I didn't have to start the video over. That's kind of cool, right? It could be worse. Believe me, I've gotten to the point where I was playing Classic last time and I died, dude, and that was like pretty bad. It was 0 saves, of course, because why not? And every time, like, my PlayStation took a crap, too. Because I beat it. I beat Classic Deathless. But every time my PlayStation took a crap, man, I would have to start the damn level over again. I was being penalized for something that wasn't my fault, essentially, which is a pain in the ass. So we're going to go back towards the cells. I don't remember what this room's called, the workshop, okay? I go back into the workshop, back into the tunnel we just came out of. And when you go in there, like you hear her right now. She's in here with us. Almost. She's in the walls. She's waiting for you to pull the plug, okay? And that room we hemoed the guy in right there, that's where he usually is. And this is when he becomes a blisterhead, right this second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the plug and then I'm gonna shoot her. On Insanity, what you do is you pull the plug and then you kneel down and get past her. There's a difference. So I can stagger her here, but on Insanity you would just run and do this. You would try to trigger her but not get hit. Because if you get hit, she does a lot of damage on Insanity mode, dude. Like, a lot of damage. They're going to grab this, and we're going to go finish this area, and we'll be in the escape portion of the run. And you just want to hang a left and then hang another left. They won't grab you. They can't grab you.
It's gonna be okay. Just don't let go.
Pretty sweet and simple. This is where that dude would get up right here. The one I shot when I first walked in. His body's just completely disappeared. As soon as you start getting in here, I usually just spam X. Because we're going to have to spam X anyways. So now we just wait on the elevator to go down. I mean up, excuse me.
Are you hurt? I'm okay. That's good.
So Care Center always takes about an hour. Like, it doesn't matter how quick you are. If it's glitchless, then yeah, it's probably going to take an hour unless you're really fast. Which I'm not that fast. I'm not really a speedrunner, honestly. So, we're just trying to get Speed Demon again, you know? Sometimes she hits you like that. You see that? She'll hit you like through the cutscene, but it doesn't affect your health. See that? It's weird. I don't know why it happens, but it does. Like in between the cutscenes, she'll smack you. It happens from time to time. So now we're gonna leave Care Center. This is the escape portion,
It's not safe here.
and then we're gonna go to the helipad, and then we're gonna go through the refinement area, which is basically a laboratory. That's all it is. It's quick. It's a quick portion. It's not slow.
We made it.
Usually, like, if you don't know the routing, then yeah, you'll probably take your time. The problem, though, like I said, is those flailing zombies. They kind of just get in your way.
Emily?
A lot of them don't grab you, though, but a lot of them do. Some of them do grab you. Some of them, not all of them. There's some on the floor, especially in Insanity mode, that grab your knees. There's a lot of those in Insanity mode. So we're going to skip the cutscene, run in. The first thing we're going to do is grab the bottle and twist it. It's the bottle. It's always the bottle. It's never going to be anything else. Just the bottle.
Please.
I'm going to hit X, and we're going to twist. Then we're going to hit X again, right here. Then we're going to use the right trigger. Not the right trigger. The right bumper. I'm going to pop this. Throw it in there. The helix. And then we'll just wait for the elevator. I don't remember where this door comes out. I never do. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't open until the elevator is fully seated. Anyways, so it doesn't matter whether or not you know where it's at. You can just wait in that area if you want, I guess, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, man. It's right here. See that light? Once it's seated, then it turns green. There's nothing in here aside from like crap that you can't use and stuff that you can't document anyways. There's nothing really of importance in this laboratory part. There are some items here. That folder right there is important. You know, like there's a couple of different, there's a lot of files in this area actually for collecting. But it's mostly that and then a couple other stuff, like just other stuff, dude, honestly. But right here is the keys. And then, of course, the computer, you hit unlock, and then you get the cutscene, and then you go out there and you get another cutscene. There's a couple of files in here as well. And then you just run, basically. You want to hit this corner and then go right around it. Usually, I'll get the gas, but screw that. I'll wait for them to line up somewhat. Kill a bunch of them. Then I'll get the gas. Because screw them, man. See what I mean? Look at this. Oh my, you see what I mean, dude? I hate this area so much. What the hell? I'm going the wrong way. You see what I mean, dude? I suck at this area so bad. Here, take this. You too. Come here. You want it all? Here. I hate this. This is what I'm talking about. I suck at this area, dude. There, I just killed them all. Screw it. That's what I suggest. Kill them all, man, because there's really no reason not to. This guy gets back up, by the way. He's going to get back no matter how many times you shoot him. He's going to get up. Yep, it's scripted here. Like, he's just going to get up. It doesn't matter. You can't take him out. He's just going to be scripted no matter what. It doesn't count as a hit, though, on a hitless run, if you're trying to do a hitless run in this game. This part, man, I told you, every time I go into that room, I get screwed. I should have just killed him outright. I think I'll do it next time. Just murder everybody in that room first. I'm going to hang a left here. Get the hell out of the way, dude. And then she starts her segment of running again here. You're in first person. She doesn't do this, by the way, which is weird, but she doesn't. You're going to fall by the rats usually. Yeah, right here. You can do it so you don't fall. It's possible, but... Then we're going to go to the ladder, and then we're going to get ready for Sexy Leon to come back.
Why does this shit keep happening?
So, if you don't know anything about Classic, if you die at all, like I was saying, it's going to reset the whole level. Like, you're going to have to do the whole level again. So if you're planning on running Classic or Insanity, just be aware of that. It is a gigantic problem for you if you're not, if you're not equipped with understanding what's going to happen when you lose. It is problematic. So we're going to go back as Leon here. Another cutscene. I already have a sniper rifle, which is perfectly fine. But I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. After this, take a tiny little break.
Found some files.
But I'll show you how to pause the game. Like, you can't pause it outright, okay? It's not possible. But if you're in the menu here, this menu specifically, then it's not considered against your time. But you want to hurry up still. So. Okay, I'm back. A little break. All right, so then I'm gonna resume the time. All right. So, got the tracking stuff. I need a scope. It's one thing I don't have yet. And I'm probably just gonna increase my rate of fire a bit. So when you come in here on insanity mode, there are heads. There are blister heads. Like I said, auto aim will automatically scope you in where they're going to be, which is pretty funny. There's usually two guys. There's two guys off that side right there, and there's a guy that pops up right here. And that's it right here. That's it. You don't need anything else. Basically done. The two blister heads can be killed beforehand, so they're not a problem. When towards the doorway is the first guy. This guy gets up too right here. Then there's another guy right here hiding in this little nook you can't see. Alright, so then there's a dude in the corner over there. Kill this guy first. That comes up behind him. This guy right here comes back to life. You have to make sure you shoot him because sometimes that gravestone has got a weird hitbox. There's a guy down here you can't see right away until you actually look. And then you kind of just wait for this guy to come over the fence. There's a dude right there.
Must be time for the evening service.
The chef, even if you kill the chef, which we did, he still repopulates. It might be a different chef, but more than likely it's the same chef. They just assumed that you weren't gonna kill him or something, possibly. So we just kill him here. And then there's one more dude that pops up right there. And that's pretty much all. That's everybody. So in this fight, usually when I'm not using infinite ammo, I will use the rifle. Honestly, it's the best possible thing to use because you get a lot of zooming with it. Like you can actually shoot a lot of that that monster's body parts very precisely with it. If I'm not using the rocket launcher, but using the rocket launcher just completely makes like the fight a joke. The other dudes don't even spawn in. It's broken, dude, honestly. And I like that about it. Other people are like, it's not really a lot of skill. It's like, yeah, well, I really don't care because I earned it.
Stay with me.
And then you just aim the rocket launcher and boom, he gone. Right? But honestly, if you're gonna do it the other way, it's a lot more finesse. It takes a lot more finesse. And I've learned a lot by playing through multiple times without infinite ammo, and until you get decent at like the boss fights, it's rough. It's pretty bad. Like you have no idea how bad it is. So you're gonna practice that run for a while. But I still think the rifle's the best option there over any other weapon. Unless you have multiple grenades, you could also do melee attacks, which does all like just pop everything on him if you stagger him with a grenade, which is good. Like that's a good thing. Plus, it kills enemies around him. It just depends on what you want to do and how you want to take them out.
I'm sorry. I know it hurts. I'm so sorry.
Then with the little girl, we bring her into the room and we start the boss fight. The boss fight is pretty simple. They want you to use these little lamps. We're not using the lamps. There's different ways you can do this. I'm going to grab the healing item. I don't need anything else. The lamps work though. I mean, that's the first way I beat her was with the lamps. Because I didn't know what I was doing. We're going to hit this button here. Then we're going to go drop downstairs directly. And we're going to head... We're going to head directly this way. So we drop down here. And we're going to go to the left-hand side. It's faster to go left-hand side. If you go the other way, you're going to get in trouble because she spawns in right there. So we're going to keep going left. I mean, we're going to keep going right. And then we're going to... So this is what's weird. So she does that, but she doesn't spawn in. Okay? She doesn't spawn in until you touch this 2 times. So you got to touch it once. Got to see the struggle. Right? But she still doesn't spawn in until you hit it. And don't hold it down. Just hit it. Just touch it. Okay? And then get ready to fire at her with the Requiem. And if you fire at her with the Requiem on this mode, it gives you exactly the amount of time it takes to push the switch. On Insanity mode, it takes 2 shots. But it still works the same way. You can stagger her here on Insanity mode, but you cannot stagger her underground, under the roads, under the care facility. You can't. You just can't stagger her with the gun. It doesn't matter. There's another healing item in this corner over here if you want it. I usually grab it just to have an excessive amount of healing items, even though I don't really use them often. And then you're going to go turn left, and you're going to keep going this way. And you're going to end up in this room, and just go straight to the back. You don't need to mess with that lighter, none of that. Just go straight to the back over here. And grab the winding thing. I don't remember what it's called. Crank lever, yeah. And you're going to have it's a cutscene. It's scripted. So it's not just, you don't do damage here. It's just scripted. You can, like, break her so she doesn't do this cutscene to save time, but I don't know how to do it. Shoot her once. And then go put the thing together and then burn her ass again. You gotta remember to double tap. Because then you're like, wait a minute, why isn't the switch on, you know? And don't get in front of her because she will hit you. You will take damage getting in front of her. Let her go out there. When you come back out, she's going to be standing in the middle. Shoot her and then get past her and go left. Okay? Right there. Just go past her. Go this way. And go around the right-hand side here. And just hit the switch and there you go. It's the boss fight so far. Could you, like, actually lock... What is going on here? There we go. It wouldn't leave me the prompt, dude. It wouldn't give me the prompt. And that's pretty much... That's it right there. That's all you need to do. When you come back up, you just have to shoot her once. You can actually... You don't need to shoot her. You can literally just walk away from her. It's actually faster to walk away from her. But I'm just going to shoot her anyways. There's also more ammo for the Requiem right there when you drop down. It's only like 1 shot or something like that. Come around this way, we're going to hit the switch. On Insanity, she's much faster, so she smacks you sometimes. Gotta be careful.
Come on. Open.
And then that's the cutscene, and that's the girl. The next one will be with the little girl's monster. All you gotta do is shoot it enough, and then it goes away. But even if you don't shoot it enough, you still survive it. It just turns into a cutscene no matter what you do. And that's the end of the care center. So we're not saving. And then we're in Racoon City. All right. Racoon City time. We got the Requiem back. So the first thing you should probably go for is Yeah, armor, honestly. Like if you're doing deathless, go for the armor. We're gonna buy a shotgun, just not yet. We're gonna earn some stuff first. All right, so we're gonna get the body armor first. There's a lot of stuff in this area, and it's one of the more cooler areas in the game. This is actually my favorite part of the game. Favorite segment
It's like
is right here,
here.
because you could do it quickly and you could do it precisely. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good experience to have.
Yeah,
There's a healing item back here.
it's nothing but ash and memories.
And then we're going to get our first fight with the spider. So there's a lot of scripted crap in this game, and it feels very unsafe, but realistically, you're pretty safe in a lot of spots. There are certain things that are just kind of annoying, though, that you can't really avoid. Like some of the way that the AI reacts or whatever is kind of annoying. But there's a lot of really consistent stuff. So the spider's here. We're going to go this way. So it doesn't matter if you shoot the spider. Don't waste your ammo if you're using regular ammo. But it's faster just to shoot the webs than it is to cut them. Spider's going to spawn in right here. And we're going to run. You don't really need to shoot her at all. It's a waste of ammo. Not until you're actually fighting her, basically, do you need to shoot her. But I'm going to shoot her a couple times here. I think you have to shoot her at least once so that it doesn't kill you instantly. So that's pretty much it. You have a little cutscene here. You don't take damage from it. Doesn't count. And you're going to run through here again. Faster to use a gun than it is to cut through. You're going to pop in here. And we're going to go and shoot these and just keep going. Alright, so this part is very specific. There's going to be a lot of spiders. I just run past them, dude. Like, you can fight them if you want, but I don't fight them. There's really no reason to fight them. I just come up here and I spam the parry button. Like that. That's fine. She still smacked me, but it's not too bad. And when you get up here, I'm going to load up my rocket launcher. But honestly, if you have a shotgun, man, like the what do you call it? The tack will destroy her pretty easily. Like, you just need to blow her up once. You need to grab one of them barrels and throw it at her, and then just start shooting her in the ass. With the small bear charm, the cute bear charm, excuse me, on it, and like maybe one upgrade, and you can literally just like lay her out in first go. Like it's broken. The tack is really good. Like, it's a really good shotgun, super good. If you want to see an example, watch the first few runs of this. We're gonna come in here, and of course Leon's gonna talk to Sherry. Gonna pop open the camp. There's a speedrun strat to this. It's different on insanity mode because there's more enemies that spawn in, specifically soldier enemies. So you have to take those guys out. You have to, because if not, they will kill you. So I'm gonna go in here and check this because you have to do 3 different things here, and then I gotta go check this right here and look at it. They just want you to do that. I'm gonna pop this open. There's ammo right there too if you want ammo, or you can buy it, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm gonna pop in here like this, and then we're gonna come down the end of this hallway where the gates open, and then we're gonna shoot one of these giant hanging, I don't know why they would be here in real life, but this thing first, and then this thing over here, and then there's one more. There's a key to this. So if you go into that where that area is over there, a bunch of dudes spawn in. But since we did all that, right, we're just going to run for the ladder first. Gonna run for the ladder. We're going to go up here. Going to jump the ladder again. There's going to be a dude that comes out of these blocks. We're just going to run past it. We're not even going to care. We're going to come down here and just run past. There's going to be a dude on your left-hand side. Don't worry about him. Just run past him. Run on this guy's left right here, R right, and then hug the wall right here. And then get past the zombie, turn on the flashlight if you want it. And that's pretty much that segment. It's like super quick. Like you don't even need to like waste time killing those things. If you want to, cool, but if you're trying to get speed demon, you're not going to make it doing that, unfortunately. This area goes by super quick. Like Care Center takes a while. It's more traditional, what do you call it? Resident Evil style.
She's all been wiped out by the missile.
If you don't want to wait here with the vision crap that he does with the binoculars, then throw a grenade before you pick up the piece of the detonator, because then it'll knock him out of the dialogue. But I don't really care about that. I'm not wasting time, really. So, yeah, you throw a grenade,
Sherry,
and then he would be able to freely look.
I can jerry-rig the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
I know the BSAA camp. That should have the signal.
We're going to hit them all at once. We're not going to go back to the camp until we're done hitting these two. Because it saves more time that way. Like if you go and you like come back and you go level up and you know then come back again and level up again, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna make it much more painful.
Got the location for those bots. Going to collect them.
So like a strong suggestion for me, like if you wanted to have all the infinite ammo stuff done already, is to play insanity mode already and just do no healing and no blood collection all in the same run. We're going to go into the apartment complex. Then you would definitely have enough for infinite ammo. Like way more than enough. There's another grenade right here. And this misses a lot here. I don't know why, but... There's an herb in that room right there. We're not going in there, though. There's a dude at the end over here, and on insanity mode, there's two enemies with him in there hidden. So just be aware of that. They pop up after you walk into the water. I'm just going to drop down right here. Another herb right here. So once we grab the key item here, that's when the enemies start to spawn in. All right, so the weird thing about this is that if you just press down for a little bit, so some people think you got to hold it down for a while. You just literally start it. Right? So, like, you want it to move like this, and then you just let go. And then you can kill that guy like that fast, basically. And at the same time, though, if you are doing it with regular ammunition and you're doing it with a rifle, you can still get off a lot of shots before he even walks into the room. Like, you can literally kill him before he even steps in here. There's going to be two enemies in here. This guy's pretending to be asleep. There's going to be another dude with a spear up here. Yep, see? There's more ammo down there as well. Like the time segment there, you could save a lot, honestly, if you get it done quickly and eloquently. But it can also become problematic if you like stay too long there fighting, you know, because like if you get like embroiled in and like there's a bunch of freaking blister heads, it's better just to take out that monster as fast as possible, dude. And even if there is a bunch of monsters around him, you can still run past them all. Really, but it's better just to take it all out. I'm gonna kill the dude in the water next, so he's not a problem when I come out. There's a dude right here. Another dude right here. We're going to go through the back of this truck on the left-hand side. There's going to be a dude wandering right there. Dude coming up here. There's a dude upstairs. There's going to be one dude standing over here. One guy in the corner here. And then there's going to be two dudes coming out the door here. We got a double shot kill there. Woo, that was nice. All right, and grab that thing. I'm gonna save that. That's pretty interesting. Then you just come back up here. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this area. There's a lot of like goodies you can crawl through and get if you want to, but we're not doing all that. These guys are the roughest, though, next to Chainsaw Boys, because they hit super hard. Like, they really do hit hard with that concrete. The cinder block. We just come down here and use the fuses. Then we're going to go to the apartment complex first. You're going to have a cutscene. We don't care about it. You're going to get the key. We're just going to pop this and then go into the apartment complex here. I'm going to grab another herb right here. There's more ammo right there too if you want it. I don't really need it. Just combine all this stuff so it's not a mess. The problem too is that you need the bigger case, and it's going to cost some cash to do that.
Send some footage your way, Sherry. The guy at the end.
All right, so there's going to be a dude on the floor over here, and then you're going to have machine gunners. All right, so I'm going to make a stacked. The reason why I'm going to make a stacked here is because usually one's enough on casual. But on this mode, no, one's not enough. It won't kill the two that drop down, honestly. There's a dude back here that pops in. They're going to start shooting their machine guns now. I'm going to aim right here directly in the middle and wait for them to drop. A stacked will kill them here, but a normal won't. Honestly, for whatever reason, like on casual it does, but on anything higher like classic, nope, it won't do it. There's gonna be a dude with an explosive device walking out right now. Yeah, dude, he just would not go down. Told you they're beefier. We probably should upgrade some stuff. Do I have the charm on? I don't have the charm on. That's the problem. You know what? Let me go grab the charm. I don't want to waste time. I understand, like, I'm not trying to waste time, but I need the charm. You need the charm. If you haven't grabbed the damn rifle charm yet, you need to grab the rifle charm. It's really good. So I'm going to pop this down real quick and come back. Usually I wouldn't do this until I was already done with the gas station, but it's a waste of time. We'll still make Speed Demon though. So that's definitely something you need to do, is make sure you have the charm on the rifle if you're using it. The BSAA charm is very good. Very, very good. I was wondering why I wasn't doing enough damage. But it does help. So the BSAA charm only works though if you don't have a scope on, basically. Yeah, it's not on. I don't know why it's not on there. It's weird. Alright. You can upgrade all this stuff when you come back. I'm not worried about it. I just want the charm. back into the apartment complex. Just pretend that part didn't happen, basically. There's like a regular zombie guy here. Pops up if you come this way. Usually. What happened to all my souls? I know I have more than that. Oh yeah, 32k. Alright, that's why. Alright, so we're coming up here. I usually put a scope. Because there's a dude we can shoot right off the bat. Also, the projectiles move faster in the higher, what do you call it, difficulty levels. Like the mortar rounds move faster. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a thing. The only thing that's not different in this is the layout of the enemies. So there's a dude right there. See him? He's got control of the mortars, one of them, but they replace him literally right after. So be aware of that too. Kill that guy. See that the difference in damage there? It's big time. They're trying to show off the mortars there. So I wait here like till it pops again. And then I'll go and I'll bait these guys back. Like I'll just walk up here and then I'll go back inside. We wait for the mortar rounds again. And then we're gonna shoot a guy in the face over here. Let's put on the the scope. Like you can actually shoot this guy from over here, like that one that's up there. The thing is that you would have to use the rocket launcher or a grenade. You can do it though. I can do it from here. See, there he's dead. But it's better just to run up and go in there and kill him. And this is when they replace the dude with the mortars over there. There's going to be a dude with an explosive device up here too. Be careful. It usually starts right here. Like that. We're going to have to watch this area right here because this is where another guy pops in right here. There's going to be another guy right here. And then there's going to be a dude by the fence right here. And then I think there's one more that runs in. I'm not sure. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, there he is. And then these machine gun guys need to go. There's a dude that jumps down. I don't know where he comes from. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. I don't know where he comes from, honestly. There's also a hidden area in this area, which if you pop one of the walls open, you can get some extra crap, and I don't remember what's in there. I think it's like more credits or something. I don't know. And then, of course, once we do that, then basically these guys come out of the woodwork when we walk over here. This guy comes back to life. Remember that. There he is right now. You can waste these people with the damn rocket launcher so they don't come back to life. But that lady turns into a blister head too.
Found the signal receiver. At least what's left of it.
Okay, one component left. By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears that
Now we need to do
American
gas
forces
station,
independently.
which is pretty simple.
Dispute.
Gas station self-explanatory. It's just a
That's all
survival
I've got.
mode type
There's been
thing.
an increase in government surveillance.
Once we leave gas station, though, there'd be some more blister heads just spawning in. 2 of them towards the entrance,
Watch your
towards the
I'll contact you.
chest. Grab the other grenades. I like having as many grenades as I possibly can have. Grenades are extremely important for helping these runs. This guy. See the damage difference there, dude, versus not having the charm is very big. This guy comes to life. I'm just gonna use the rocket launcher here. I've used the rifle on the dude in the boxes back there a lot of times.
Gotta fill this.
It works. It's quick. It's not bad. What? We're just use grenade launcher because why not?
Yes. You must be the town lumberjack.
We're gonna come over here. We're gonna shoot the dude with the explosive barrel. And then we're gonna come here. There's another guy that spawns in for some reason back here. And then we're just gonna wait in the doorway and start picking people off. There should be 2 more people. Yeah, at least 2. And then we got Chainsaw Man popping in right here. After this guy dies. And he pops in right here. You can wait for the fire to dissipate or you can just run through it. It won't kill you. It messes with your armor a little, but you're going back that way anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
All right.
Alright, so now we're ready for the building. So there's going to be 2 blister heads here popping in. Right there's one. Like, you literally just can use whatever weapon you want to kill them, though, honestly. It doesn't matter which one. See, like, it's just a matter of whatever. It really just depends on how you want to take them out. But they always pop in every single time when you hit that gas station and you're going back this way. They will always pop in every single time. That doesn't matter. So we're going to get our armor upgraded. And we're going to buy a shotgun. So I don't know if I have enough room. Did we buy it already? No, we didn't buy it. So we need the tack. We have no room. Okay, so we're going to buy the upgrade then. So this. I have enough for this, though. I should have bought this. All right. Now we're going to buy the tack. And we're going to upgrade it. We're going to add the small bear, the cute bear charm, which is really good. And we're going to increase the firepower on it. And this. Capacity. The reason why we're doing that is because we're going to get in a position right now where we're going to be stuck with a bunch of zombies on a timed scale. It's never going to be like... So you understand, there's timed events in the game, and this is one of the timed events. It's the elevator of death, basically. It's in every Leon-based type of Resident Evil game. It's just a giant elevator where you sit there and shoot everybody. That's pretty much what it is. The shotgun is good close quarters and mid quarters. And that's kind of the thing, is we want it to be able to fire as fast as possible and reload as fast as possible. Because of how close we have to be in proximity to the zombies, you want to have something that can deal a lot of damage super quick and super close. There's more ammo in that corner, but there's also a knee grabber zombie, so be careful. There's an herb as well around this area, and another gunpowder. And one of the raccoons is in this area too. The raccoon quests, man, I swear, they're ridiculous. They take forever to accomplish. You can get that first, and this actually doesn't matter. You can't make yourself fall off here. It just feels really tense because you can feel his steps, you know? Like you're actually playing the game, you know? You're not really playing. It's just him. It's cinematic. Alright, so here we got this stuff. You're gonna jump across and not break your knees because you're Leon Kennedy, of course. And of course, there's gonna be like a couple different things to shoot here. So we're gonna shoot this one first so we can open the way. And we're gonna make the bridge that goes across. You gotta wait for it to load, of course. And then you gotta go across, jump it, and then you gotta tap X right here. And stay on the left-hand side, because if you're on the right-hand side, you will get hit by the elevator, and you don't want to do that. Obviously, because then you die.
Oh, fuck.
You're just going to move this way, and that one's going to fall too. And then you're going to get into an interesting spot here. This one right here is annoying sometimes. Alright, so we're going to pop this first, right? And then we're going to shoot the floor directly in front of us. And then we're going to shoot this floor, and then this floor. So no one can sneak up on us. We're going to pop this guy in the head. Then we're going to shoot the floor out here. Then this dude's going to appear right here. Then we're going to shoot that back there. Then we're going to shoot the floor here. And here. And the way to get up is right here. Just stay back because it will kill you if you get hit with that. A couple of things in here. The dude's going to fall straight to his death. And there's one up here, which is a box. And it has more ammo in there if you want it. Now, this is the problem. You see this? This is where this dude pops out with a machine gun. Then there's Mr. Explosive Device and machine gun right there, which is bad. So I'm going to run up. And I'm going to start aiming right here. So when I get up there. And I'm going to aim right here. Very important you do that, because if you don't, these guys will kill you. I'm telling you right now. Like if you don't have the rocket launcher, you have to sit back and kind of like pick your shots or whatever, you know what I mean, which I've done before. But the thing you got to understand too is that a lot of that, like the way that those guys come out, it's meant for you to be tripped up so that you fall through and die right there. The reason why I shot the floor behind where the staircase was going to be is so that it cuts off any enemies trying to come towards you. Does that make sense? That's why I do that. Because if you don't shoot that one in the back that I shot after the first, then what happens is there's dudes that try to crowd you from behind while you're going up that staircase, and you don't want that to happen because you'll get stuck and you'll get killed. It looks like I was just shooting random crap, right? But we'll pop this first. I'm going to kill this guy. We'll kill this guy. We're going to kill this guy over here. And then we're going to break this open. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pop that last one. It's just really just an option. I do it because of, I don't know, I just feel safer with it not there. That makes sense. You come around the corner, upstairs, there's going to be two dudes. One's going to turn into a blister head, though. Just be aware. You hear him? This guy comes down and actually turns into a person. He's just kind of hiding there. And then at the same time, like what happens is two dudes come up here as you run past. But when I run past, there's going to be a dude on this staircase, and I'm just going to shoot him. And then what I'm going to do right here is take a wide berth and then hit the ladder. I'm not even going to slow down for nothing, basically. And then I'm going to come up here, and then I'm going to hit the slide real quick before he smacks me in the face. You can kill all those enemies. It's just a time sink, dude. It is rough. Like, it takes longer than it should to kill all those dudes. And you want... The whole thing is preservation. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
Now for the other side.
All right, sorry guys. I didn't illustrate what was going on there, but I was on the phone. Basically, these dudes are always in the same position, and this guy's gonna hit me in the face unless I kill him there. Yep. That dude pops up sometimes. It's just annoying as hell. There's a guy up here too that we want to take out because if we don't, what the hell? I didn't mean to hit examine. I meant to equip. Right here, this guy. He turns into a blister head. So we're gonna run over here to create this blister head to come in to the world here, because he pops in right here. It always triggers them every single time this shows up. Okay. When we go back the other way again, it'll trigger some more people. So we're going this way. When we hit this curve right here, it triggers everybody. See that? There's going to be an old lady here. And then there's going to be Chainsaw Boy right here coming up as we walk up. And that's Chainsaw Boy. You usually can just shoot him with the rifle. It works. It kills him. He also jumps down sometimes, though, so be aware of that. When we walk up here, there'll be a dude trying to toss this barrel at us, shoot him, and then somebody will pop out of the box right there. This right here. See that? And then one of these dudes usually transforms into a blister head. I think it was the one that popped right there on the floor. No, that's the one right there. See? Just be aware. Get another med right here. Hit the switch. And then this is the part I was talking about. The elevator of death, man, you know?
Hopefully this thing still works.
So basically this is a timed event, man. Like, you don't really get a chance to make it faster. This is just something that happens in the game. You got to go with whatever it's telling you. After those three, then I would suggest staying on this side for the remainder, because a lot of the guys are going to drop down over there and right next to you. And the whole point of having a shotgun is basically having close quarters, you know? And if you keep looking up, you can kind of see where people are falling. It's also a trick, too, in first person, that if you look up, they can't attack you, which I don't use it. You can do it. It's possible. I just don't use it. I prefer third person, personally. I'm going to do a first person run, though, and get better at first person in this game. After this, then a blister head and a regular zombie will pop down, basically. Look at that damage, bro. That damage is so good with this weapon. I love this weapon. There's the blister head. You hear him? So we're going to get a regular and a blister head dropping right here. And just start unloading on the blister head. This guy's going to get shot in by proxy. Now we just keep waiting. And they'll just keep dropping down until time's up, basically. When time's up. And you're going to turn directly around and run for the hills, because these zombies start coming. I've killed all these zombies before, man. It's not really as difficult as you would think. They just make it seem worse than it is. So now we got all the components together for our explosive device. And then we're just gonna put it all together. We're gonna do a rail segment. The rail segment is detrimental on insanity. It's really hard. You have to hit every shot, basically. If you don't, the dogs will like pretty much insta kill you. It's just good to keep in mind, okay? I'm just telling you just to keep it in mind. We didn't take any damage. Nice. So we don't need any upgrades yet. I think we're good. Honestly, we should be fine. We don't need anything else there. I did buy a med injector just in case, though. But yeah, so it can be temperamental no matter what mode you're playing on. Sometimes it gets really bad and really hairy on the rail shooter. But as long as you keep up on them, you should be fine, dude. You just don't want Gideon to shoot you with a damn rocket launcher. That's the most annoying crap ever because it like wastes your whole entire life. And you, in order to do that, you see the little flashing arrow over his body. You know, you got to shoot him at that point because if you don't, then basically he's going to shoot you with the damn rocket launcher. And the dogs, if you don't kill them right away, they will knock into you on lower modes like this, which is annoying. They can kill you though, so just be careful. This part sucks. I'm going to heal up just a little bit because I don't trust it.
Alright, should make it there in no time.
And usually the segment's over like right after you're getting through the barrels. That's usually when you know it's over pretty much. There's like one more good push and then that's pretty much it. This is where it really starts with this animation right here, this cinematic. And then we get the dogs, right? And then they're going to pop in here in the front. Okay, these dogs don't do anything to you, so don't worry about them. They're just kind of there to scare the crap out of you. They're not going to do anything. The ones by the signs, though, these ones can insta-kill you on Insanity. Okay? So you got to kill these dudes as fast as possible.
Pups could use more training.
There's two more dogs popping up here. Save half a clip if you can. If not, then it's fine. Just make sure you waste them, dude. Then this is where Gideon tries to shoot you with the rocket launcher. Make sure you take him out there so he doesn't hit you. First one on the right-hand side. Kind of pre-aim if you want. And then the second one here. And it's going to happen exactly the same right here again. This part's all scripted, so don't worry about it. Then we get barrels right here. This is Barrel City right here. Barrel City sounds good. We're going to get one more good go here after this rocket. It's going to pop down, and then the dogs are going to jump in front of him. Stagger him so he doesn't try to kill you. And then that's the end of the segment right there. You can't stop them from doing this. It's just scripted that way.
Seriously.
So he can do his little jump. Pretty much the segment's done. After you hit that, you're done. Like, you literally don't have to worry about anything after that. You can just watch. And what's coming up right now is the most annoying segment in the game that I was talking about at the beginning of the run, which is the orphanage. The orphanage is annoying. I hate the orphanage. But since we're not speedrunning, we can't skip it, you know, unfortunately. This isn't a cutscene either. We can't skip it, not till, I'd say about right here is where it starts. Yep. And then we gotta shoot him. And then he goes, and then we're in Racoon City, RPD. Right here. This part is pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot to discuss. The nostalgia factor is amazing here. Like, the first time I played through this game, I was so happy to be back. Like, as dark as that sounds is the truth. It was probably one of the coolest experiences I've had playing a video game in the last 20 years. So it was kind of a nice experience to come back to Racoon City where it kind of all started for him. There's a lot of stuff about like Marvin and like the Stars group and Barry and all that. It's pretty cool, man, honestly. It's definitely nostalgic as hell to come down in here. You get a cutscene here. Don't need to worry about it. All right. So basically, this part is the orphanage. The orphanage is something you can't escape. You have to do it if you're playing standard like us. Yeah, you can't ignore it. You can't get past it. It's just how it goes, dude. You have to do orphanage, unfortunately. How it goes. So I'm gonna go past all the rooms, go straight to the back where the entryway used to be or where it is now or whatever. Go up the ladder, and then I'm gonna go directly right and go for the jack. It's just much faster to do the game this way versus like going through every room and going to the stars and operations room and all that. It's not worth it. Then I'm gonna go back up the ladder. I'm gonna go up these stairs right here, excuse me. And then go across this right here. You can walk across, and then I'm just gonna go straight through this door, and I'm at the bottom of this already, and I'm already back where we started. See how fast that was? It was pretty quick. I didn't have to worry about anything. Just run in, run out, put the jack down, go straight for the cutscene. As much as I like RPD, man, I don't want to spend any more than 5 minutes in it because it's a waste of time. So we're going to hit the first right corner. We're going to get ready for the cutscene, and then we'll start Orphanage, which isn't hard. It's just annoying. So over there, and we're ready for Orphanage. Now, cutscene. You run out. You try to talk through the doorway here. Right, and then skip, because I don't care. Because I'm done with this. I don't like doing this part. It doesn't freak me out. It never did. It's just time consuming that drives me insane. So I'm going to go hide under the bed. Wait for them to come and harass us for a while, because this is just a giant waste of time. Like I said, you're just going to sit here till the kids show up and start pushing your bed. Yeah, because technically you could basically do the final puzzle. You could do insanity. You can do no blood collecting. And you can do no healing and still have enough for rocket launcher too. Technically. Infinite ammo and rocket launcher. You could do all those with this if you wanted. Until you got to this point. Before Speed Demon. Just to make it easier for yourself if you have trouble keeping track and time and all that. Because we're like 2 hours in. We'll probably finish within 3 hours. For sure. Like, no problem. We're almost done with the game. When they leave, you just go straight out. They're not going to see you. They're not even there anymore. It's just like cinematic, basically. And we come in here, there's dead bodies. Don't touch them, don't talk to them, don't look at them. Just keep walking. We're going to go straight down the stairs and then go back under a table. And then we're going to wait another like freaking 2 minutes for no reason. And they patched it. You used to be able to just walk through the doorway when they popped it open and then walk back through it. And you used to get the cluttering noise so you can go into the next room, but they patched that. So you have to physically go all the way over there, come all the way back, and then come back under the table and then leave the table again. It's pretty annoying. You wait for them to go through the door, and then you can walk out. Wait for him to move, crawl out. You gotta run. I don't know why she just stops running sometimes. It's pretty irritating to me. But so you're gonna come around this corner. You're just gonna kind of like hook. I would say hook left so that you don't get closer to them. Just kind of go do that, and then go back directly into the table and come right back out of it again. And then you hear the clatter noise right after you go through the doorway. They did it so you wouldn't hurry up. That's why they did it. That's why they patched it. It's like, I get that this is like supposed to mean a lot in the storyline, but come on, dude. You know, why? See that clatter noise? There you go. So when we grab the key in that room, we're going to look directly down as fast as possible. It's very important to do that. But you won't have control of the camera until the camera starts controlling you. Does that make sense? So you can keep forcing it down, but it's not going to move. She's going to get up here. She's going to grab the key. Then she's going to fall down and drop it. As soon as she drops it, then we got to start looking down then. And there's a trick to this part. So when you get behind the kid, make sure you're kneeling down and don't move. Like, at all. Like, really. If you can avoid moving at all. If you have to move, just make sure you're crouching. You're just going to run back. They don't spawn until you're within proximity, which is right there. You're going to get right here and just kneel down as much as possible. And just start spamming X. Spam X. Don't move until the door is completely open, like that. And just go down. If you don't do that, you see those feet? They will grab you and kill you instantly. Even on like the easiest mode, they will kill you instantly. It saves about 2 minutes to do it that way versus the other way, which is hiding for 2 minutes. I love this character though. That's the thing about it. It sucks that I hate this part, but I love this character. Isn't that weird? Isn't that one of those strange quasi like paradoxes, you know? It's pretty strange. I love this character and I love what the character means and I love like where the character came from, the lore and all that. I hate the segment so much. I hate it. So you go back here. If you look at the wall, then it'll open, basically. You have to look at the umbrella symbol, or it won't open, which is dumb. And then you got to pull the switch. And you're going to run to the coffins in the back and pull one out, and then start climbing. So when the cutscene hits, it's going to make you turn a certain way that you shouldn't be turning. You have to turn completely around to make it work. It's weird because it's the only cutscene in the game that does that to you. Or makes you face the wrong direction. Feels really weird, honestly. So just climb them. Grab the poker. Run through. You're going to get the cutscene when you hit about this window right here. Then you got to turn completely around this way and face this way. Don't get too close to those girls. This girl will try to grab you, but she won't. And then go look up as you're going or else you won't hit the X. Skip out as fast as possible, turn. You gotta make sure you cut as much time from this segment as much as possible because it's all about nuance with this part. Like it's about where you stand, where you walk, which path you take. Like for instance, I'm going to the first path here. You could, If you go down the middle, it's going to take longer because you have to hit a corner. And then we just go straight back. So I'm just going to slide right through all the slides as fast as possible and hit the cutscene. Because the cutscenes count as time in this game. Which is stupid. It shouldn't, but it does. So we're going to hit this and just go through. And then I'm going to hit the back button. And then as soon as I see this, and then I'll skip real quick. Then skip one more time because there's another cutscene. Right there. Alright, so we're going to get Tyrant. You can stagger him with multiple ways. You can use a shotgun. You can use the Requiem. Like, they all stagger him, but I'm going to use the rocket launcher this time. It's just easier for me because I have it already. With the Requiem, though, it's like 2 shots or something. Oh, shoot, man. Damn, bro. I didn't know he was going to do... He never does that. Maybe I didn't get close enough. I've never seen that before. I didn't get close enough. I got close enough to the wall that he didn't notice I was there. Maybe he can sneak through here. I didn't know that. That's crazy. So we're gonna go directly straight, and then we're gonna take a right, and then we're gonna only go in the room a little bit, and then we're gonna come out because if we stay in that room, you will be impaled and die. Turn left here. Then when we come back into this room over here, this office, then he's gonna pop through the wall, and I'm gonna shoot him with the rocket. I'm just going to back off a little bit before he doesn't, so I don't kill myself there. But like I said, the Requiem will stagger him. A shotgun will stagger him. Pretty much, as long as you shoot him enough times, basically. 2 shots from the Requiem. I think it's like 3 or 4 from the shotgun. See how much health he took, though? It was kind of insane, right? It was kind of insane. It was a lot of health. Dude, he took so much health from me. But, so the attack is good enough to kill him on any mode, like literally like one of the best weapons in the game. You might have to parry him a couple times, or you might have to get him to like run behind a car so you can shoot him a bunch of times. But honestly, the attack is like probably one of the better ways if you're not using the rocket launcher to kill him. I'm going to grab this and repair my armor real quick because we're going to get into some fights right now. And buy a med ejector because we just used one, so let's just build this up. Alright, so I'm going to get this out. If you want to see me fight him with the tack, just go back and watch one of my older runs, honestly. I mean, it's much faster to use the rocket launcher, though, dude. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'll stop you as many times as I have.
Honestly, too, like, if you really were trying to consider whether or not you should even get infinite ammo and you can't just get the rundown, I would say just get infinite ammo with the rocket launcher and the rocket launcher, at least to save on the segments with Leon. Because you can do them all pretty quick with Grace as well with infinite ammo, but you can still do it quickly. I've done Speed Demon without infinite ammo, so it's possible either way. You know, so I'm going to do a Speed Demon run without infinite ammo to show you how to do it. But, so this isn't speedrun strats. It's not the fastest possible way to complete the game. It's just basic little changes that might make your run a little faster, and I hope it does help because people have trouble with stuff like that. I mean, you work a whole ass job, you know? Like, a lot of people are just regular Joe Schmoes. They aren't professional speedrunners. You know, and you wanna have fun and enjoy your game and get all the achievements in it and prove that you like it, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you should be able to do that. And that's kind of why I'm doing this, because it's like, why not? You know, you should be able to enjoy that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, these plants, I think on this mode, they're a little more tough. I think it might take 3 shots from the rifle. If not, use a Requiem if you have it or whatever. Requiem is just as good sometimes, depending on what you're doing, as a rocket launcher. Kind of the point of the Requiem. No, it's 3 shots. Yeah, it's not bad still. I kind of prefer using the rifle for the plants myself, but I'm going to use a rocket launcher anyways. It's just faster. But I'll show you. You just saw an example of what the plants would be like with a rifle. It's not that bad. It's 3 shots. You just got to know where they're at. It makes it easier if you just know where the plants are chilling versus like not knowing where they're at. The thing is that I don't think this segment for me is very quick. For me, this is very slow because I usually kill every enemy on the way. There's probably faster ways to do it. You could probably just run straight through, but on insanity mode, there are like a bunch of army guys down here, so you can't really do that, unfortunately. So when you come down here, you're gonna see these plants floating above. You can't really kill them. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. But if you look up, there's plants up here. Yeah, you see them right there floating around? Weird, right? And they don't do anything to you. Very strange, but they're up there. The first one's in front of us, right here. Pretty obvious. There's actually an achievement for killing all the seedlings, too, by the way. If you didn't know. There's nothing right here. There's one straight ahead, though. 2, actually, yeah. 2 of them right there. There's one straight ahead right there. There's one around this corner right here. You gotta shoot the root, though, to kill him. See that root right there? I'm gonna shoot straight up so I can kill him. Yeah, usually if you shoot that root, then he shows his face. There's one in the corner right here. Well, there's 2 technically, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. I don't need to explain it. You understand. These guys right here, you can shoot them with the rifle from here if you really wanted to. I'll show you real quick. Just so you can understand what I'm talking about. You put the scope on. You can see him. See that one? See what I mean? You could do it with the rifle easily. These next ones don't pop up until you're halfway down the platform here and just turn around. Because if you don't turn around, they'll smack you. See that? So I'm just gonna pop them here. Oh wow, I didn't even hit him. You can shoot him with a rifle from this far and it's safe. And then we get the big plant right here. The boss. Which I'm gonna waste with this. And this thing pops open over here and you blow it up. And like I said, the shotgun on that fight, dude, is so good. Like, it just wastes them straight out. And it's always a med injector right there in the dirt. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a stacked. The reason why we want a stacked is because of the dudes coming in the doorway. If you don't make a stacked, and you think you can take them out, cool, man. But I always use a stacked here because I don't want to mess with these guys. These guys are brutal, especially on the higher difficulties. They will kill you pretty fast. These soldier guys are pretty rough. So I don't mess around with them. I do know what I know is going to work. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. So we come in here. We're going to go straight to the back. Right, you can go and do healing if you want to go like level up your armor, whatever you got to do. Go for it. There's a door on the left-hand side. You can go in there and save your game or whatever you want to do. Coming up here. Right there. That doorway right there, you can do all that in there. But I'm not going in there. So I'm going to go straight into this comms room or whatever the hell it is. And just go all the way to the back. You're going to find a little like tracker in the back and like then the cutscene will play. And then I'm going to skip, of course. And then right about here, I'm going to start kneeling. And I'm going to get my grenade ready. And the reason why is because these guys are brutal, especially on insanity mode. You don't want to do that. When the lights turn off, that's when I'm going to toss my grenade. Right there. It kills all of them, even on insanity mode. So that's why I do that. I don't like messing around with those guys. When we come around the corner, I'm going to take it cautiously, and then I'm going to aim on the first one. These guys are going to run to the back. I'm going to kill that one. I'm going to get a grenade ready. You could find better ways to take him out, I'm sure of it, but I'm going to get my nade ready, and then I'm going to get ready to do something that will distract this guy. I'm going to remove this as well. I don't want to have the scope on when I'm doing this part. So there's a spot, a little tanker right there you see with the glowing light. You want to have this grenade face right in front of it, right about there. And back off.
Liquor.
And this will distract him enough so that you can kill him. Wait till he's dead. I think sometimes there's a dude that hides in the back. He might have been the dude that was hiding in the back. You got to kill the liquor from right here, though. Because if not, it's going to screw you up pretty bad. Alright, so when I drop down, I'm always kneeling because I don't want him to roll. I'm going to aim directly for a doorway. You see that doorway across right there? And then there's another doorway right here. You see that? So I'm going to kill these dudes coming down, and then I'm going to wait for these other guys to drop down and shoot them in the head. It's better to have the shotgun for this guy because he doesn't like it. Oh, come on. You want to shoot that guy on the side of the head, though, if you can, because it's not worth it to actually fight him. Another med injector right there. And then we're going to get ready for Hunk, which is... If you're not good at parrying, this will help you. That's all I'm going to say, man, because I'm pretty good at parrying. I've done it parry only like a bunch of times, but I'm going to use a rocket launcher. It's just faster. And I'm going to aim like directly next to him, not at him, because I know that for a fact he'll close the distance. So what I'll do is I'm going to aim like towards the floor next to him when I use it. And then I'm going to attack him with the hatchet right after. And then that's like over right there. Literally. Super time save right there. Like super fast. Like. And he's dead already. On insanity mode, though, dudes enter the doorway right after. More soldiers, like lots of soldiers. Like we're talking like 4. There's 2 up top and like 1 right there. I mean 2 right here. Well, we don't have to worry about that because we're not in insanity mode yet. And then we get a cutscene right here. And then we're Grace again. Since I stacked up my damage amount, I'm pretty sure I still do a hefty amount of damage in general. We don't have a gun on us, which is fine, because we will literally hit a chest as soon as we walk in there. But make sure you have a weapon, dude, because if you're playing through and you didn't grab a weapon, I don't know what to tell you. Because you can't just use the Requiem. That's pretty much it. Like, you're going to have some kind of gun.
Once I go down, there's no getting back up.
You can do it all just with explosives, though. I've done it before, but... So I'm going to make it past this key this key little thing or whatever, some kind of like keyboard thing. I don't know what it is. Transitions the keys for magnetic keys. I don't know what you'd even call that. A station, the magnetic key station, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. There's bullets in that. It's always bullets every single time. I'm gonna grab the Freya's needle, and I don't think I'm gonna get another bed injector with me. Why not? Basically. So this part's pretty self-explanatory, dude. Like you could go sneaking through and all this and opening all the cases, the crates, I mean the safes and all that if you want, but it's gonna cost you time. This is gonna freak people out right there. You get scared. She backs off. You know, I'm gonna use a Molotov here to distract him while I shoot him in the face, and then another one's gonna appear. You know what? I'm gonna save my Molotov. See how much damage I actually do. Yeah, pretty good damage. Then there's going to be another liquor that pops through right here. It's going to run towards you. I'd say wait it out, dude. Honestly. Till he shows up. There's more bottles, too. Like, if you want more bottles. There's bottles everywhere here. Bottles galore. So we didn't grab the Molotov recipe. We're probably gonna make more freezing, honestly. Usually that guy's on the ceiling, by the way. The one that came through the doorway. I'm gonna just grab these acids. I'm gonna make a couple acids. And then the key's right here. Another acid. Nobody pops in except for this one zombie. That's what that noise was. It's a zombie, like another white zombie. He's right there. This shortcut does not exist, by the way, in Insanity. It's completely closed off. We're going to go get the magnetic key. We're going to go through the first area, which is the easiest. First, before, like, to get the first orb. This guy, you know, it's just kill him. Pretty self-explanatory. You don't even need the rocket launcher. I'm telling you right now, you could do this all without the rocket launcher. You just have to learn how to fight the bosses a certain way. It's not hard. I left the two what do you call it, runs I did before this. There will be a link in the description, by the way, of those runs with all the achievements that were on those runs and all that. But go back and watch those if you don't have the infinite grenade launcher. And it's pretty. You can do it anyway. Like, you don't even need the infinite grenade launcher right away. I would prefer having it on the Insanity run, though, because unless you're going to man up and just, you know, do the whole thing like I said, then yeah, go for it. You get a lot of coin for Insanity. It's quite good. So we're not going through that door yet. We're just going to go all the way to the back, where we just came from. Through the shortcut. This is the easiest spot to go through. The second one is freaking god-awful, dude. There's so many enemies. Use the magnetic key here. We're going to end up in a room with the recipe and with a zombie. So we got... I think that's in the next area, actually. Never mind. We have Molotovs here. So all you got to do is get the Molotovs out. Get ready for this. Grab the orb and then wait for the doorway to open. And just toss a Molotov right in the middle of it. Like that. Sometimes this guy survives. Just be aware of that. Sometimes he doesn't. It just depends, man. If you get them all together, usually they all die. Usually. Then we're going to open the secondary door. And this is where it gets hairy. Okay? This is where it gets kind of crazy. But we will make some freezing stuff right now. I should probably put this. I'm gonna put the orb in there so I'm not carrying it, basically. And I'm gonna make another. I don't know. I might need more blood, actually, now I think about it. So this room is the room with the recipe in it and another bottle.
Oh no.
There's more bottles and stuff in that safe, but I don't have time for that. So now I can make Molotovs. I'm gonna make one acid, one Molotov. And get my acid out. Because we're going to kill a liquor first. And the liquors die instantly to the acid, even on insanity mode. So when I get down here, that's when I'm going to start kneeling when I come around this corner. Get ready to toss one, because one is just chilling right there always. And he dies pretty much instantly. Then we get one more in the corner here. Then we get the Molotov out. We're going to toss it right about... I see right about there. And there goes the zombie. Oh, wow. Well, that didn't kill him. Usually it does. Well, I don't want to X him, though, because if I X him, then the rest of the stuff comes running. So let me just burn him again. Yeah, usually he's pretty consistent, but that time he really wasn't. There's going to be one more. One more zombie. Maybe we can bait him back, but there's also a what's it called? If you really need it, I don't think anybody really needs it, but a hit pouch like so late in the game, like this is literally the last hit pouch in the game right here. But basically we can make another Molotov because I needed that bottle anyways. If you miss one, that's a good way to get it back if you want. The zombie's going to be walking between these like shipping containers. Just toss it at him, kill him. Then we wait for the liquor to come out. Toss that at him. Then another liquor's gonna come over here. It's good to know that another liquor's coming, by the way. There's two of them in that corner. And then we got the other orb. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the orb and then we're gonna run. Like you should be able to go up there. You can go up there. You see that little spot right there? And go the other way, but honestly, I never go that way. I don't know how to get through there. I've never done it that way. It might be easier, it might be harder. It really doesn't matter, honestly. But basically, I just run downstairs. Again, go back the way I came, and I just run past the liquors. They won't even hit you. They're too slow. But you do get it as like this staggered animation, which sucks. I don't like it. It makes you feel really helpless for a minute, and then you're like, okay, well, I got this. Right here. There you go. And you want to start running as fast as you freaking can right there. They can't hit you, though. They really can't, because they're basically in animation mode, too. They can't do nothing. Like, if you wanted to turn around and waste them now, you could, but it's kind of a waste of time, really, at this point. We're just going to use the orb and open the door and run right through. And then we got ready. Oh, last Leon scene, basically. So, of course, Leon's going to be coughing when he comes up later on. Shotgun's best in here, honestly. For any of this, shotgun is definitely the key to finishing this area. On insanity mode, though, it's a licker, not a zombie that pops up here. So we're going to start coughing when we walk right here. I'm going to back up a little bit so I can be able to aim at his face and pull the trigger.
Oh, shit. You gotta be kidding.
All right, so this is where the lickers are. There's got to be a quieter way to do it. I'm pretty sure there is a quieter way to do it, but I don't know what it is. I'm gonna come over here. One of the lickers is gonna pop down from the vent right there. That's the one you should parry if you're trying to get that achievement, the parrying achievement for the tongue. It automatically just starts with the freaking tongue, dude. Dude, really? He's tough, bro. Really, bro? For real? Wow. Why do they seem tougher than usual, man? Holy crap. Oh, because I don't have the freaking upgrades, that's why. I didn't upgrade it all the way. I'm gonna get the rocket launcher out. Screw this, dude. It's not even worth it. Remember to upgrade your crap always, dude. Don't do what I just did. That was a big faux pas. A super bad one. Yeah, usually there's a licker right here. I'm gonna use a rocket launcher in that other room too. Just take it this way. Like if you're using the shotgun, upgrade it all the way. Don't do what I'm doing. Because I don't think my thing's all the way up. I gotta look at it. Yeah, we're at 2. We want 3. You see those little dots? We want 3 on them. Because if not, they're gonna cause a lot of trouble, basically. Obviously, yeah. Because look at me, I'm all jacked up. I have no armor left. Like, there's one there, and there's one on the wall here. On insanity mode 2, it's even worse. Because what happens is you hit this button, a bunch of them come out of nowhere. Yeah, made me look like a dork, man. And like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I'm gonna go heal up first. I mean, get more armor for the last boss. I know I probably don't need it, though. You know what? I probably don't need it. I'm not gonna get it. We don't need it. But if you want to play it safe, I'd say go for it. You know what I mean? Usually I use 3 hand grenades in the next spot, too. I kill all the lickers on the roof using the silenced rifle. They don't even know you're shooting them or who's shooting them. So that's another trick. You can also, like, piss them off and then sneak away and then kill them one by one. You can do that, but it just takes longer. Yes, cool. Thanks, man. And that's what happens sometimes, so you gotta watch out because that cough will get you killed. It almost got me killed. Did you see that?
Security
That's why you gotta wait it out. That's another thing I should have told you. You gotta wait till you cough for good. Like,
Elevator shutdown in effect. Override key authorization required. Warning. Autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown
we're just gonna
unavailable.
toss the grenades. It's faster. So this is the strategy. Toss the grenade before they come out
Functionality
on this
online.
side. Okay.
Aerosol monitor. Warning.
Right here.
Pod lockdown unavailable.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
That's pretty much how you do that.
Will arrive shortly.
So after you do that, you basically kill all the zombies. I'm gonna repair my armor just in case, because the last like segment was been pretty terrible, honestly. Like, there's literally nothing you can do unless you want to like buy more upgrades for your shotgun or whatever. Right now, you could do all that if you wanted to. I have plenty of equipment money, you know, a bunch of credits basically. So it's possible you can do that if you want.
I need to go.
But it doesn't matter. Now we're at the end of the game. And this run's been going on for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Do the math. It's not bad. We just gotta wait for these long ass animation sequences, which take a while.
Almost sure.
See, like, he's just like over here flaking out. Cost me like 2 minutes right there. See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about when it comes to these games. Is like this kind of stuff. Like, can you beat the game in less than 4 hours? Is like, yeah, I could if I didn't have to worry about, you know, my character, you know, shuffling along at the pace of like, you know, 4 seconds, a kilometer. Not 4 seconds. What am I talking about? I'm an idiot. 4 seconds a foot is what I meant to say. What a dork. You get what I'm saying though. Like, it does cut into the time a lot. Like, and they still time you for it just to screw you over.
I need to hurry.
And they're like, why do speedrunners create glitch strategies? Well, that's why, dude. Like, because a lot of this crap is unfair. Like, the orphanage is unfair. You know what I mean? Like, can't I just get past this sequence? Like, can't you just be like, hey, well, you know what happens now? There's an option now. You don't have to play orphanage. You know what I mean? Like,
This is finally
and it just sucks because it's like now, like, also, like, it's not in the speed runs. And like, we still gotta play it. Like, man, maybe with DLC. Maybe with DLC. So that's pretty basic. There's a good ending and a bad ending. I always go for the good ending because it doesn't matter if you get the good or the bad ending.
Leon.
For the platinum, I always choose the good ending because I don't want Leon to die. Basically, I love that character. He's my favorite.
Please know that you are my hope.
She is my hope. A blind hope.
Okay. This is it.
Rocket launcher is pretty self-explanatory. You just aim it at him and he dies. But honestly, usually it takes a lot of like parrying and stuff. He's not hard, man. If, like I said, I'll put a link in the description. It's on the playlist for when I fight him with a shotgun. It's pretty simple. Parry him, shoot him, parry him. It's pretty much what it is. Like, and then the second phase, I use the gal because it's good for DPS, basically. Pretty simple. But even if we had to fight all the bosses, that's like an extra 15 minutes, right? At least 15, 20 minutes at the most, right? But our timetable is going to be pretty okay. Which, if you look at it, 257. See? That's not bad. That's under 3 hours, pretty much. And that's the run right there. That's another deathless run, and I only have insanity mode to do next. So, which pretty crazy, dude, to do insanity mode. That's gonna be my last run in this game for a while. Trying to see what I can buy. Ghost Grudge. I've never used this. I might actually grab something that I haven't. You know what? This is really good too, though. Well, I pretty much have almost everything unlocked already. Once we do Insanity, though, you can literally unlock everything after that. I've never used this weapon, though, so I kind of want to use it. The Redemption is badass, though. Yeah, I'm going to use it. I never have. So I'll probably run Insanity soon, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.